Hello and welcome back. Today we're playing Terraformers, the Red Planet Awaits. This is not a pop-up stream. You're watching the playlist on YouTube, but rather we finished the Shadow Empire run a little early, so we need something to play to finish out the stream. So we're gonna go play the Terraformers. I need at least one part, so we're gonna play at least one round of this. One full round is what I'm gonna do, whether it takes the entire well, it will take the entire what's left of the stream. Whether or not I end up doing 2 hours or 1 hour, that's going to come up to depending on how quickly we play the game. Last attempt was on Per Aspera at Astra. I did fail. We're not going to immediately do that one again. We're going to go jump over to Planet Knowledge on the hardest difficulty. We have everything unlocked, so we're at the point where I think difficulty-wise we are just trying to do the hardest difficulty and seeing if we can do it. So we're going to do Planet Knowledge, which is get 900, or spend 900 science and explore 90 locations. And to support that, we do get a little bit more extra technologies are going to get proposed, so we got something to spend the science on. And there we go. So we're in the game. Let's see, what are we going to get for our starting choices? Balanced, utopian, or robotic? Always like the starts to the thermogenerator. Not gonna lie. Robots, thermogenerator, robot ingenuity center. I'm gonna go with that option because I like the power generation. We did get lucky here with I tend to like starts that have a large hint of titanium. Large scale infrastructure or security. Security would let us get more water. Police station overwork versus +1 support for every mega project stage. Distribution center, which is a planet location that gives us more expansions. And communal transport hub. +1 expansion per 3 people living here. Okay, we're gonna go with large scale infrastructure here. In our city, we got this city start. This is not what I consider the best of starts. We'll work with it. It's not worth re-rolling for. Place you there. Get the tritium generator down. I like going to put the robot hub right down as well. So we're getting power. We got 2 expands. We are immediately going to explore and grab the titanium source. Set it up and mine it. So that's a really strong and open turn. We're getting 2 income on stuff right on turn 1. We're going to explore. I think I'm going to try to go for the distribution center pretty quick. Adjacent mines providing extra trade routes to export the resources is also pretty nice. We're going to need both food and science. I'm going to go with the food first. Explore that spot. We're going to grab that spot. That's where the distribution center is going to go. Give us 2 expansion slots, and so we get the free export on the titanium, basically. We grabbed a farm already, so we'll grab the lab. We need the science for this run, and we'll probably want a HAB module at some point. Distribution center down. There's our export route for titanium. Oh, apparently we can't trade until we have a trader. We have a bonus trade route, but we're not allowed to use it yet until we've got a trader. So have to accept that. There we go. So there's our trade routes. Do I want more robots? That's Jason grabs for robots. More grabs for robots. Yeah, we'll grab the robots because of that. Exploring, grabbing the aquifer, found some food, and of course we'll immediately grab the, grab that spot. Get the mine going. So we've got water coming in, so we can get the greenhouse going soon, so we can feed the people, so on and so forth. I forgot to do the trade routes. It'll be fine. I'm gonna want more power. Yeah, let's get the power one. We'll start trading... Start trading the titanium for tritium so we can get the power going. Probably not actually going to have a lot of people in the capital, or in the city. I'll probably just have the two. We're mostly going to do it via robots. So, not going to be a good place for the communal transport hub. Another distribution center wouldn't be too bad, but not sure where that's going to go. Should probably do the one cost explore sooner rather than later. We could grab that, but we don't need to grab it right now. We can put the farm down because that gives some water. I'm probably going to put that in place where we can do a 3 adjacency for it. Could grab the robots, we don't need the robots yet. So we'll hold off. There's an exploration satellite. Space elevator is always tempting. We'll grab the space elevator early. More robots, more lab. We're going to have to do some science, so getting the lab going is not a bad idea. I'm less desperate for water, so we're actually going to stop exporting that. We're going to trade it over to doing water. So we can save up for the 20 titanium for building the elevator. Let's do the 2 on the power. Here's a lava tube. That's a large hint of power. Let's hit that with the satellite. Geothermal site next to a lava tube. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be where we expand to. Support. Capital, I think, is going to be connected to space, so we'll get that comfort bonus right away. No, there's maybe not a big comfort bonus. Atmosphere, oceans. Yeah, we'll go to support. Yeah, we're going to want the food. Let's start. Ah, okay. I can either get the trading. We're going to grab trading for... Actually, we'll back off the trading because we can get it on the map. There we go. We're going to explore the tritium there. That allows us to get the next power plant down. Rising expectations. We're going to have to deal with that soon. We are net making water, so we can grab the public baths, which should be decent. It's 5 plus 2 for the adjacency. Sure. This is a little bit off target, but we're going to explore you for the titanium. And some food. Okay. So we're going to cycle the turn, we're going to have the titanium, and then we can build the elevator. Technologies A or Technologies B? Power titanium when constructing a robot. +1 support for every new trade route. Rocks cost 2 less. Increase your science production by 1 for every 5 you start producing. Well, these are both good. These are both good. Cost 15 to implement. You cost 35 to implement, though. We haven't actually started making science, so... +1 for every 5 we make is going to add up a lot. Playing rocks for 1 power instead of 3 is pretty good. We'll go B. Oh, I'm gonna have to dumpster stuff. We are gonna get the first level of that megastructure up. 2 more trade routes will be just strong. We're gonna have to dumpster things we don't have space for. Yeah, I'm gonna dumpster the regolith burner. And one of the labs. And we got 2 more trade routes. get the extra Martian exploration mission up quicker. We'll start losing power if that's the case, but I think that's fine. Get that done quicker. Exploration-wise, we do want to start getting to making science. Okay, we have enough that we can get the lab down. So I should have kept the lab. And then we can send the satellite out. Satellite there. Extra power in. And the large significant science deposit. Okay. And then we explore that one then, and then we just need the water to get the lava tubes going. Dormant volcano. So if we set it off, it's going to damage all the neighboring sites. So we probably won't set that volcano off. If we'd found it before we'd put stuff next to it, I probably would have been contemplating setting it off. Yeah, we're gonna save up the water. I think I'm gonna set the city up instead of set the app module down. Leader out. New one in. Artificial intelligence. +1 science for every 6 robots. And we have a robot city. So that's new robots, to be fair. 2 more projects are proposed this turn, gain some science. I'm leaning towards... The last couple of runs we've done space exploration because of we're doing space stuff, but yeah, this run we're going to run artificial intelligence. Given what we need right now, I'm going to trash it for the science because I need the science to get self-learning AI going. Oh, you need to do that. Okay, that's fine. We want to do some exploration anyway. We want some water. Food, water. Okay, not quite enough water. I need 2 more water to do what I want. Cycle the turn. Yeah, we've got more. We got another trade route. I do want the titanium to start piling up. Want the water to start piling up. Do I need the tritium right now? I don't really need the tritium right now, so we'll get the science incoming. City buildings 10%, regional 20 less, megastructure 30% less. We do megastructure 30% less. I do probably want the bus station. Complete you, set up the center, and support that way. Explore, science and water. Also put self-learning AI out. We want to do a 4 of housing. Yeah, let's do a 4 of housing. And then we'll do a 3 of something else. I've got like extra capacity to export titanium and water, but I don't want to do that. I need those right now. Don't have import routes for them. Is that no, that's a small hit. That's a pretty boring spot then. Any tritium out there? No, well, it's tritium mine. It's not an exploration site. It's a titanium site. Water, some silicate, some science. Silicates and science. Silicates and water. Or the large science spot. Actually, I think the large science spot's what we're gonna do that on. 6 science, 2 nitrates. That is a large meteorite. So this one actually wants some tritium. So we can get the bus station. Or do I want the bus station? Probably don't need the... Well, if we're putting more robots down, we'll have a lot more capacity to grab stuff, so maybe then. But that's only going to increase the range by 1. So that's not a mine. Maybe? No, that's not a mine. So it wouldn't give me any things. So we're probably going to save the bus station for there. So we're not in a rush. We'll put another lab down. Increase that science income. So what do I want to import is the question. I could just not import any of it. Leave the trade routes off for the moment. Or do I want to turn something in? Let's get some titanium so we can get the robot hub down. Maybe actually get the robot hub down in here so that we can grab the geothermal for the power, tritium for the stuff, nitrates for stuff. Okay. I don't... Well, no, we want some nitrates. We don't actually need any silica right now, so... But I don't have any source of silica. Oh, the complications of needing everything. Yes. We'll do that. That'll give us the titanium we need for the robot hub. We're only going to do that for a turn, though. It's just text twice as fast. I've got too much science requirements in right now, so we're going to pass on that. Extra trade route. I need to make stuff before we can trade stuff. By the way, we're going to actually grab the innovate here. Give us more choices. Don't have the food yet. I do have a high space we could put this on if we had the silicates. To give us more science. But no, we're going to pass that because it's also going to cost science. So just take the science. Okay, we're going to clear rock, drop a robot hub. That allows you to grab some of the neighboring hubs, which is going to also cost titanium to build. We'll do water to titanium just to get that building faster. Yeah. New projects. 1 power for every 3 mines. We're not looking at a place that's going to have 3 mines. Already got a public baths. Don't have the nitrates for the tuber farm. Grab 2 more choices. Robot hub is tempting. University is tempting. We had the silica. We'll take that in case we can find the silica. That's what we need for the tritium mine. That'll give us the bus station in 4. You're a little expensive because you're 12. That's 3 turns at a current trade rate. Robots provide an extra expansion point. We're going to save up and get the advanced line clearing technique. I don't even know the food for... Could do the gas factory. We're going to hold off. We're going to grab the science from that choice. Give us some more choices. Don't want to do that. Don't go to the water for that. So yeah, we'll do the gas factory and to get the atmosphere going. Let's clear it around this lava tube here, so we can eventually colonize there. Oh, the dormant volcano. Okay. Yep. Central Park, Universal Factory, and weather control facility. We're going science, and that's something to spend science on, so yeah, let's grab the weather control facility. We're gonna come back to that choice. Let's put you down. Let's do that tech. That progresses the main goal. Take innovative, so we get a few more choices. School's tempting, especially if we're gonna put we want to put something to put stuff around. Oh, that's more silicates we're looking for, obviously. Yeah, we'll take that even though we have to look for the silicates to make that worthwhile. Next turn we can get the geothermal going. The cost to clear the rocks is now a lot better. Do I just start clearing the rocks, or do I save it for the mega projects? Yeah, let's hold on to the power in case we need it for something specifically. Oop, expectations are rising. That's not good. Combined living center is pretty good. Okay, so we get that power place going. Geothermal. Set you up. Let's swap over to exporting power then. To get the titanium. Actually, how much titanium do I need at this point? We do want some. We do want enough for that around. There's going to be other stuff we're going to want titanium for as well. Oh, I picked something up without realizing that okay. Let's go back. Put that card back in the thing. Let's do innovate, so we get the more choices. I need to be able to place whatever I want to put down. This may be a good way to think about it right now. Provide some support lowers the population requirement. That we could at least get down right away. It would help with the support issues. Yeah. Okay, and we still want to do that. Shuffle change switch. Once again, we're going to grab more choices. Definitely leaning towards that lab. Yeah, we'll just take the lab. Some titanium and water. I think we got enough titanium. Let's stop importing titanium. Leave an export one. What I need is probably silica is what we need to import so we can get the university going. Okay, that gives you expands and also removes the penalty from one away. So we can say grab you. Don't have the silicates for the research lab yet. We do have the titanium for the mine. So we get some nitrates coming in. A couple turns, we'll be able to get the research laboratory down. I think instead of doing a triplet of food over here, we're going to do a triplet of science with the university in the middle. And you should probably just claim that hex. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on there yet, but we're going to put something there. Tritium, silicates, titanium. We don't have an income to silicate, so it's tempting to do that. Yeah. We're gonna need a space product to make that work, but speak of the devil, and sometimes the devil doth appear. Sure. We'll grab that. And then we should start working on that. It'll be done in 5 turns. We'll get a little bit of silicates coming in slower for that, but then we'll get silicates from space, so I think that'll pay off in the long run. Okay, currently we're not getting any titanium from the planet because we're exporting it. Suppose I don't necessarily need that trader right away, so we can accept. I've got that space. We only ever got 2 robots here. I think the is useful robot engineering center can be. We're going to dump it for the science value. Tritium for Mercury. Yeah, let's get more choices. It's going to be tritium for Mercury if I don't get a choice I want more better. I want more than it. We're going to take the development center. Extra projects will be useful. Oops. I'm going to get the nitrates to the laboratory next turn. University's just a bunch of silicates. The school's just a bunch of silicates. Oh, and that gave me another research capacity, so I can then take the import as well. Okay. Artificial intelligence is out, and we either get logistics or prestigious life forms. I think logistics is where we're going. Actually, no, maybe the prestigious life forms. 2 extra products are proposed when we explore. Get some life. These product proposals for every 10 products we sell. Kill your darlings. Okay. Cool. Space Mariners is more silicates than I'm willing to use. Orbital farming's tempting. We definitely need more food coming in. Let's do an inspirational explorer. Give us 2 science. Give us a few more choices. We do need to. One of the things we need to do is do exploring, so it's tempting to grab the rover here. Though I don't have a place where I want to put the rover. That's a different problem. And we'll do the food. Oh, and I get 2 choices too. We'll grab the rover as well. And then we get the satellite to someplace far away. I kind of do want the trader because we've got a bunch of space stuff we want to do right now. Oh, and you're 7 let's grab that. Grab the titanium? Yeah, let's grab that titanium. And then we are kind of waiting science-wise for you. 21 science. It'll happen quickly enough. Okay, yeah, we're gonna put the landing pad down. So you're gonna give me 1 silicate income, so do I just back off on silicates and move on to building everything else? That would work. That would get some decent progress on all the space stuff. Science District. Lab, Quantum Data Center, Seed Vault, Research District. That's something we get to use science on to advance our project or trade. I think I'm going to go to the Research District because then I can spend science to try to get some of that stuff down. Do I want to do an explore this guy? I think the answer is yes. Got some extra power, got some extra choices. We're not going to take that would actually be tempting to take that, but we can't. And we're 1 over our slot, so we should actually just dump those for the science. Could put the applied science down, get the text suggested twice as fast. Lab down. Okay, so that's enough that we don't have to chuck anything. Don't have the space to put the applied science down here. Might actually want to hoard the science for a bit to get tier 2 here, which is 21 science. Yeah, we're going to hoard it for a bit. Inspirational Explorer, grab some more science, grab some more silicates. I think we're gonna pass on these again. Can't get us to 21, so we expand. Launch capacity. We got 3 launches. Do 2 of you out, 1 of you, or 2 of you in. That gives me something to ship up there twice. There we go. Okay, put you away for the moment. We're gonna enable this so we can get the first level on IO. So +1 silicates coming in. Now, do I want to take life forms or prestigious life? I should probably prestigious life form something. I know we only got bacteria. Oh, interesting, you spread faster. Granted, neither of these are particularly prestigious. Probably you can use you anyway more, even though you're less prestigious. Well, lower spreading. So upping your prestige is not completely a bad idea. Okay. We're gonna try to get those done quicker. We do have a satellite to explore with. Oh, and we're gonna dump these for the science, I think. Oh, actually, no, there's a science one in there. I want that. We're gonna dump the rest for the science because I don't have the cards to play them right now. Could grab more science. Would also be looking for more silicates. What's the other major project we have? Weather control facility. Yes. That'd be really good if we want to have 3 cities in here, definitely. Silicates, nitrates. Could explore there. Yeah, let's satellite there. Another crater. Okay. Oh, crater with some potential good mining sites next to it. Technologies A or Technologies B? 2 titanium constructing city building. When constructing city building, regional buildings, or megastructures, cost at least 1 resources, gain 10 back. Gain 10 science when you increase a terraforming parameter. 5 support for every new technology or research, including this one. Per turn. I think this one was 1. From each technology we can research. So, yeah. We're gonna have to figure out how to empty the hand real fast. It's a slightly different problem. Yeah, we're gonna take the science here because we need the science to get the science cards down. I want to play this one first and then this one. We're gonna eventually get one of the terraforming parameters complete, so getting more science that way is good. Do we put the housing here or do we put the housing here? I think we're gonna go here. So clear, clear. Put the house down. We have the silicates, so we want to put the school down so we can get the adjacency and the science. That gives us another expand. We don't actually have anything we want to expand to yet. Yeah. So maybe if I had something to go on the... Actually, we probably will put something on the volcano. So if we had something to put down right away, we'd probably do that. Could do the technology suggested twice as often. Was a life form. No space in the city. Clear there. Down there. At least saves us our space. Yeah, so we don't have to dumpster anything. I'm not that desperate for the orbital telescope, so I've got 2 more to move around. Yeah, because we want silicates, we want the nitrates, we want the science, we want everything. Need everything, yes. Let's do that. That way we complete the import tritium, and then we have 2 tritium to export. These both need, the other 2 need tritium as well, so that sounds like a good idea. Send the energy or we like the data. I don't know where we're going to get geothermal power plants. And okay, 75% less is notable. That drops them down to 3 titanium, but we'll just take the 10 power. I want that. Do you have the space in the hand to keep that? No. So drop it for the science. Enable you. That gives us the tritium to export up to these things, so we'll do that. How desperate am I for titanium? Not that desperate, so let's back off on titanium importing. Let's try to get... I want to get these 2 silica things down, so we want to basically trade for silica. If we're not working on space, we're working on the silica, yeah. Import life. Oh, this is going to give me a building I don't want. Alpine or... We'll do Alpine. This is a building I don't want. We're going to just dumpster the building for the moment. Even more silica need. We know how this works. Dealt with this last time. On the other hand, just accepting their bribe. The annoying thing the bribe is a permanent -2 comfort living. We don't got a lot of people on the planet, so that's not actually a lot, but that's gonna affect generating support by making more people, showing more people show up. I want to take this option. I don't like it. We don't really have the... Well, I'm gonna play one of the... I'm gonna play the school this turn. So I can take one project. The question is which project. It's not gonna be silica because we've already got demands through the wazoo with silica. Robot part's tempting, but we're gonna pass on that. I think we're just gonna pass on all of them. So we're gonna dump you. You come down. You provide +2/+2. We're gonna need silica for you. We're not in a rush, and in fact, here I want to delay this because we're gonna get there's 4 more cycles on this. I don't want to do all of them right now. So clearing could clear it pretty quickly, but then we run into the problem of, well, then it's just still here. Food coming in will help us get more housing and stuff down, which we need to do. Oh, we do want to do stuff around here, so let's satellite up. So now let's just clear that area. There's the tuber farm. Let's probably plan on having a farm over here. Okay, I'm gonna relent. We're just gonna clear these rocks. So I don't have to worry about running out of power. Got some open trade routes. Don't need any nitrates anymore. Or don't need nitrates right now anymore. Ah, but actually, let's keep the tritium going up in space. Power titanium for nitrates. Isn't it positive? We'll just take it. That's a way to spend the science. Tempting. Complete you, that gets us more food. Need to invest at least that in you. I'm gonna pass on these. That gives me the science to get the plus 10 science when you increase, or plus 5 support every technology complete. Here we go. And then 4 turns we can play this, which gives us 5 more support a turn, so on and so forth. Okay. Then we can grab you, grab the dark bacteria. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, from that one. Dump the rest for science. Okay. Grab our last life form choice. We'll grab plankton. Could grab oceans. That wouldn't actually be a bad idea. We'll grab the ocean one. Don't need another. Interesting. Adjacent science producing buildings produce 1 more science. And then there's a housing. I'm gonna pass on just because I don't think I'm not gonna have both the food and the silicates anytime soon. So let's grab the regular housing. Silicates down, so this is plus 3 science a turn. That means we'll be able to get the terraforming observations done next. Got the water for... Oh, I need to get the housing down before I put that down anyway. It's tritium for that, so I should probably actually save up some tritium. Yeah, we want to do that, then we want to do the 10 becomes this, the 10 becomes that. We get the 2 more people, the 10 becomes that. Boost the support. Okay, we'll stick to the current plan, current setup for 1 turn. Oh, I could have explored. Whoops. Oratory. +1 support for 5 new city buildings. This would have been one reason not to clear out all the rocks. We got another place to put a colony in, and that will give us rocks to clear. So I think we'll go with this person. Zeppelins for the exploring, because we do need the exploring. We need to get some atmosphere for that, but we need to do the exploring. Yep, we're going to dumpster all these. Terraforming observations. It's a bit expensive for grab. Give some food. Okay, there we go. We want to put the tube down. No, we'll hold off on the tube. Let's put that city down instead, or put the house in the city. And then that allows us to put the public baths down. There we go. We're positive on support. We're probably likely to have expectation rise, which is going to be bad, but until then, we're sunny. Oh, I can afford to get the rover down, so let's put the rover down. The rover exploring. Okay, we'll back off on that trading. We got all the silicates we need for the telescope. So we'll start exporting up to it. Yeah, as I was saying, we've sorted out the situation just as it gets worse, and we're at the point where this is starting to get pretty bad. So I think the game has decided we're going to lose, because I am not fast enough. Yep, I think we're going to dumpster this for science. Underground frozen oxygen. Release it, obviously. Okay. We'll explore that site next. Got more trade routes available, apparently. Oh, because the trading came back. Okay. We do that. Cycle return. Forest. Science nitrates for food is actually a pretty good choice. Less interested in the rest of them, though I probably do want a miner's cottage at some point. You can go out, explore there. Let's explore up here with you. Some science actually wouldn't be bad. Grab some science. Then York prospecting is going to go there. So now we know what's next to it, which I think is what's required for setting it off. Oh, empty locations. But the locations aren't empty. So it's actually pretty bad setting that volcano off. Other than just getting the 50 atmosphere 10 heat. Okay. Sorry about the noise in the background there. Get the food down? Yeah. We're doing looks like we're gonna triplet of food there. So put you there, that gives us another food. 2 extra projects. 2 extra proposals, or 2 extra reserve, 1 selection. I think 1 selection. This is basically worth 1 science. So we'll wait turn to go for 1 science choice. Or, actually, no, we're having support problems. Let's start solving the support problems with another control facility. got some trade routes. Go like that. Marsquake. I want to deal with the Marsquake first, please. Of course. Power silicates. I have the power silicates, so we'll do that so we don't have that a bad event. It'll be back in 8. So we need silicates and stuff for that again. We'll enable you to get a bunch of nitrates. Got the power titanium. We got the science for the repair and the upgrade. Ah, I don't have that repair. It's 2 in there damaged. Here it is, power. Okay. So we'll complete you, complete you. And then I want to explore 5 power, a couple 3 powers up here, 3 power over there. We'll do that 3 explore. Still a researcher project. That's not a very good source of science. Not too worried about the robots. And we're just gonna do the science here. Import the atmosphere would give us terraforming, which would give us some support. The housing is tempting. Though we've got the nitrates to put the soil factor down, that will rise more food. Complete the ocean. We do now have what we need to repair you, so we stop losing happiness there. Put you down for extra food coming in, so we can build either the miner's cottage or an expansion. Miner's cottage would be tempting for the population here, that we need more population for that. Or I could do... I'm not going to set that volcano off, I could just set that colony up. Take advantage of volcano. Of course, we've got the atmosphere and stuff improving here. So this is actually a positive support to set up here. I probably should set up so we've got a place to put the Secret Service office. It isn't terrible. Could technically move the automation center here. Or the development center. Put the development center. And then we can put the thing here. And we'll still need the colony at some point for that choice. 3 science, or 3 power for something. Support tritium silicates. Power turns tempting. That's silicates again, which is pretty expensive. We only get one choice. We'll take the land, or take the space then. We've got 3. Actually, do I want the thermal generators sooner rather than later? The power. Maybe. So we'll do 1 out. We'll do 1 out for you. We'll keep the trading pretty simple for the turn, I think. That one's pretty easy just to explore. So you're going to cost 3. You're actually, out of the two that I was thinking about doing it on, it's an expensive one. So we'll do you, and then we'll do you. And I don't have the power for the miner's cottage. We now have power for... have the tritium for that. So put you down, instead of holding on to it, work a little bit more on shipping. So that would be a problem, so we don't do that, we do that. Do the development center. Yeah, sure. Oh, and that gave me another choice, which I could take as the lab. Could take it as any of these, but we're not. We're going to take this science. Oh, yeah, the game is really out to kill, or really out to end the run. Go for the ocean wouldn't be too bad. Technologies A. +2 support every time you get power, titanium, or tritium. Alright, something with animals. +1 support per building. +2 support when you increase your science or circuits. Technology B, please. New Horizon. I am going to want some housing. Atmosphere is not too bad. Tritium, we do have the ability to reasonably export, so we'll go with that option. And apparently have another choice. More proposals. Helping with the support. Oh, and I am going to need the food. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're definitely in a need everything simultaneously sort of issue. I actually don't have the power to do a prospecting tour. It's not a prospecting tour I think is worthwhile. Don't got a place for you. 3 silicates for titanium. Don't really need the titanium. We're just going to pass and get the 15 support. Get 20 science for -50 support. No, we need the support. We don't really need the science that badly. We've got a decent income to science. That one at least gives us support because it provides science. Oh, but I got no space for it. That's a different problem. Science of silicates production. Okay. You down next turn. I think I need to save up. We have some trade routes. So let's actually turn some other stuff into food so we can get a settlement down. This one has positive support. Okay. And then you can expand to grab mines. Cool. So I want one more science. So we have the 30 for architectural stuff. Want three more food. So I need to back something else off. So I got the transport route for the science. For the food import. Okay. Oh, I can back the science off because we're gonna dumpster stuff. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Back the science one off. take that as a, again, take the ship some space. Get a Iridium. Don't have the routes to transport that right now, but we will next turn. Space stuff is tempting, but we don't got the spots for it. Science pop. Water, okay. Some more power from rocks is not a bad idea. Send the rover. Rover's got to go out from there. It's 4, 4, 4, 4. We'll do that 4. We like science returns. We'll take the rover museum. We're going to sit up here so we can get the mines. And then I need to get some capacity to provide expansions there so we can actually grab the mines. Actually, back up. I think that thing counts going down as counts buildings. So we'll grab you. Then we'll place the headquarters. Yeah, I think that gave us an extra +1. Doing it in that order. There we go. That's buying us some time. A little more atmosphere. Again, we want more food. At the same time, we want to get the space stuff cleared. Let's get the +50 atmosphere. So we can get that import done. Oh, next turn we can do... Oh, that's science. Done the science one. We're on the tritium one. I need it for all the space stuff. Okay. Got an extra... We haven't cleared a spot. I don't really want another research center, so we'll just take the science there. Lots of support. I don't got the power. That's my answer to that. I don't got the power. +1 per turn. If the rainfall is above 0, we don't have any of the places there. Though that's a good source of science for our objective. Might grab it just for that. That one. It's making science. Do I have an open slot in here? No. Okay, taking that atmosphere. Looking at the time, I should have put a part break in here. I'm going to put part break in here. If you're watching on YouTube, there will be a part up tomorrow. The part up tomorrow might be very short because we might lose in a couple turns. Who knows? Or maybe we'll win. We're definitely on a roll. We've got a 5th of the science, maybe a 4th of the science already delivered. Yeah, 4th of the science already delivered. We're working on the explorations. In fact, actually, the explorations are more likely, I think, to be the struggle here. Because as we explore farther and farther away, we're going to explore slower. But yeah, I think we're working on getting the objectives done. It's mostly about, like, not getting fired before we complete the objectives. So with that, if you're watching YouTube, part up tomorrow. If you're watching Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic between parts just to sip about half a cup of tea, and then we'll get right back to recording. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.